Today, Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlsby also held a teleconference to discuss how the coronavirus has and will impact the conference athletics and schools like K-State and Kansas. Our own Breland Moore has more.
Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlsby is working from home, just like a lot of us here in Kansas City. He's still trying to find a safe way to bring athletics back in the midst of this coronavirus outbreak. Today on a teleconference call, Bowlsby admitted that the Big 12 lost $6.6 million on the basketball tournament that was supposed to be played here in Kansas City alone. And there might be more financial repercussions to come if fall sports are impacted.
You know how much of a driver college football is. It's a driver from a popularity standpoint. It's a driver for schools from a fundraising standpoint. It's a big driver from TV standpoint, and it's a big driver from ticket sales and revenue standpoint.
It's still pretty early, but there are already issues creeping up. Spring games and practices are now a long shot, and that means athletes can't prepare for their upcoming seasons.
You can't just turn it on and turn it off, and so I think that's the part we're thinking about is what does the transition look like, whether it's in May or whether it's in June or later. What does it do to camp, the preseason camp?
Bowlsby says they're still at least 6 to 8 weeks out from resuming normal operations, but they're trying their best to game plan for the future.
We certainly are looking at the next 60 to 90 days, and I think depending upon how that goes, we'll begin modeling around what the fall looks like. But, you could spend a whole lot of time with it and find out 2 weeks later that the circumstances have changed and your computations are no longer viable.
Breland Moore, KCTV 5 Sports.
Well, Bowlsby said going fanless for football games is also a possibility, and he talked about potentially adding a year of eligibility for winter or spring sports student athletes whose seasons got cut short. He said he understands both sides of the argument.